Did it work? You're dang right it did. All right, I think we have success. I let the glue in the bushings dry overnight, and when I got home from work this afternoon, I took a look and decided to see how they were holding up. I was a little concerned that they were going to come out again, so I went ahead and I put the springs on the block. I do have my little eraser there holding it up, and the bushings are still down in the body. They haven't moved a bit. They both look pretty good. So I think I'm ready to continue on with the guitar. So I'm going to go ahead and put the strings on. I'm going to go ahead and put in the low E string. Oh, I need, this is a bit different. So ball ends, normally just put them in and string them up. This guy, we have to, I could put in this end of the string, you know, cut it where it's the thickness and put it in there. Actually feed it through here first. And then some people wrap, so the ball ends on these strings, some people wrap those around the posts. Customer did not bring it to me that way. And actually the strings I took out, the ball ends were cut off instead. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm just cutting them right where they start joining. And if I make a mistake, I have more strings. And put that off this side. And then what you have to do is you have to slip it in. So I've loosened these little locking systems here. And I'm just going to put, and then I'm going to use this handy dandy little tool right here. And I want to get the string in as straight as I can into that little pocket. Right in the middle. And I'm just tightening this down. I don't think that's going to come out. That feels pretty good. And I'm going to bend it over. And we're going to feed it. Oh, I don't think I have an angle of this part of the guitar, sorry. You can see what I'm doing down here. So I've just slid it through. I'm going to feed it into the, here first, to the tuning peg. So I'm just pulling it back here. And then I'm going to go ahead and start winding the string. All right, so I've wrapped that. And now I'm just looking at the action here. And it is really far down. Yeah, that's looking a little better. So we got that one in. Let's do the high E string. Our next string, the A string, just repeating the process. I've got all the strings on and everything is in tune. Before I put the locking nuts on, and before I take this eraser out of here, right now, I'm going to check the action right now, what I think. The bridge actually looks quite parallel to the body at this point. Let me take a look at the action and see roughly where we're at. So I'm going to try and keep it pretty low. I'm going to try and keep it under 2 millimeters. on the low E and under 1.5 on the high E string. I see why this can take a while now. It still needs to go down. And just a tiny bit on that side. All right, let's tune it back up. That's at 1.7, and that's still a little bit under 1.5 there. So I've got my action where I want it. Yeah. It's really good. And I think I am ready to remove the eraser and see where we are with the springs. So, great tip by J-Man. Stab that eraser. Oh. Not much difference at all. So I'm just going to check the action again. I'm just using my little gauge. I'm looking really good on the low E string, and the high E string is also looking really good. And actually, before I do anything else, I need to intonate it. Okay, so that's E. And it's showing me that it's a bit flat. All right, let's see what the A string does just to see. Okay, A. That's actually pretty close. That one's a little bit sharp. D's a little bit sharp. G's right on. B's right on. E's a bit sharp. So the E needs to go back a little bit. The B needs to go, no, B's fine. G's fine. B's fine. D is sharp, so the E and D need to go back. A needs to go back a little bit. And E needs to go forward a little bit. Do I need to make adjustments with the springs? You know what I could try doing is loosening them a little bit. Let me try that. A little turn on the bass side. And let's see what that did. Almost perfect. Almost perfect. Almost perfect. That's good. G's good. B's sharp. And E is slightly sharp now. Now I'm just doing both of them a little bit. Let's see. Well, I'm just pushing that back ever so slightly. And locking that back down. All right, but I'll have to get back on this tomorrow. So back at it again, and I'm just I'm going to check the intonation. I've got the E, A, D string intonated. I'm going to finish up the rest of the strings. And then I am going to probably go back through train, tune it, check the relief, check the action, check the intonation. There's nothing really to do with the nut. And then I should be done, and we can play around with it a little bit. I did, when I got home today, I checked everything. Everything's still in place, and did the whammy bar a few times, the trem bar, and everything seemed to stay in tune pretty well. Definitely better than what I was seeing before. That took a long time to tune and intonate. But I've got the nut locks down, so everything should be pretty solid. All right, so I think I am done with this guitar. Whew, man. It wasn't difficult. It was just time consuming, really. It was just time consuming. It wasn't anything that anybody else who's done this sort of thing before on other guitars couldn't pick up pretty easily how to get things going on this guitar. So I see a lot of people say they're afraid of the Floyd Rose, that they wouldn't. If you can set up a hardtail guitar, you can do this. It just takes it a little bit longer. And, you know, a lot of people say they don't have the patience for it, but it's really how bad you want it. How bad do you want that floating trem system so you can wail away on the whammy bar and have tuning stability, really? That's a player preference, I guess. So, let's hear how it sounds. I've got it in a clean channel right now. I've tuned it up, checked everything, looks pretty good. Neck position. Oh, what should I do? I want a song that's appropriate for this guitar. Let's try the middle position. And the bridge. Pretty good. Let's try some effects. Oh man, that's fun. I'm not a fan of working on this type of guitar. I don't know that I would buy one for myself, a guitar with the Floyd Rose. But there's something about this Ibanez. It feels fun. It feels really fun. And not to work on, but to play. It feels really fun. It was fine to work on, really. It was fine. It just took longer. But much, much more fun to play. Oh boy. Man, this guitar is a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And beautiful, beautiful guitar. Really, really nice. I'm just, as frustrating and scary as this experience was for me at different points in time, I'm really happy I got to work on this and learn some things, and I feel actually fantastic about it. I really do. Man, what a fun ride that was. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I hoped in some way that maybe I alleviated some people's fears of working on this kind of guitar or setting one up. If I can do it, anyone can learn to do it. It's just a matter of doing it, really. Now, I feel really, really good about this guitar. I was hesitant, but I dove in with both feet, and I think I'm better for it. And I will do it again. I might charge some more money, but I'll work on a Floyd Rose again for sure. Really nice. And this was a super nice guitar. Really great. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for me after 3 parts. I don't usually do that. So, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And as always, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Cheers, everybody.